Okay, so welcome back everyone to another AnyCubic Kobra S1 Ace Pro unit video. So the time has come, I've done my multicolour prints, I've done my testing about the Ace Pro unit for the AnyCubic S1. It's not good. I will tell you now, it is not looking good. Okay, I will start off by saying this like I do in every other video. This is a non-sponsored video. I paid this out of my own money so I can say what the hell I like. This is my personal opinion. I understand other people might have their own, but for me, this was not worth the purchase for multicolour printing. Oh my god. I'm going to start off by saying, AnyCubic, if you ever see this video, fix your shit, okay? What I mean by that is I did a multicolour print. This, in fact. This is a course figure, okay? As you can see, there's a couple of multicolour prints here and all of that stuff. This section, this little section here, right? This just this body part inside with all these little bits, right? On the AnyCubic software, UI, phone app, everything, it said after doing all of this with the little thing at the back, whatever, the prime tower, all of that stuff, the extrusion, all of that, it said it was going to take 5 hours. And for me, I was a bit skeptical. I was like, 5 hours to do a multicolour print is crazy. It's only a small part. I thought it might be right. 17 hours later. 17 hours later. It was quicker to print half of my Deadpool head than it was just for that small body section that's multicolour printed. I would have been better of breaking this into parts and printing all the colours separately and gluing it together. And not even just the time it took. This little model here, right? That's how much wastage. Now, when people said, oh, you know, multicolour prints do a lot of wastage, I didn't really believe it'd be that much. I thought, okay, it's going to do a couple of bits where it like kicks out the colour and then it's going to, you know, it'll be fine. That's the most I've ever had after 3 months of having this device, of printing God knows how many things. That is all from one multicolour print. And even then, the only bits that are multicolour are the hands, the head, this bit, this orange bit, and this little part here, this little bit that had that grey in. That's it. So not even like this whole body piece, this whole arm, this whole leg, these 2 feet, this whole leg, this whole arm. None of that was multicolour print. That was just one standard colour. And yet all of that, that's about the size of, I'd probably say that's like a bag of sugar. That's how much wastage I've just got. Even with all the extruding and the colour filament, prime tower, everything, you can still see there is colour bleeding within. Now, I changed some settings, I did all I could. I mean, the print quality, don't get me wrong, still fantastic. I absolutely love the quality of this. It's just the fact that all the wastage, the time it took, I mean, the head alone probably took another 12 hours. The thing is, it tells you on the app and the software it's going to take this long. You expect it to take that long, so you put it on for, like, you know, the time you expect to finish. I had to leave it on overnight, which I hate doing. I know people have said you can do it, but personally, we have kids in the house, and it's just, I don't like the fire hazard side of it, so I always turn it off overnight. Never print, really, rarely print overnight, just for that factor alone. And, you know, it takes, what, a house 3 minutes to set alight, the whole thing? I can't risk that. I've got kids and a wife that I don't want to put into, you know, put that pressure under as well, trying to go to sleep, trying to think like, oh my god, like, is this going to set on fire? But 17 hours, it could have told me. I would have put it on in the morning. So yeah, that was the huge downfall of this. Now, the benefits of having the Ace Pro, I will say there are some great benefits. The heating element, the amount of times that I've had the heating on and never seen any stringing, or, I mean, the UK is not really like full of humidity anyway, but, you know, just to have that clarity of my filament's going to be dry while it's printing, absolute godsend. Another bonus is not having to change filaments and every time I want to do a different color print, because normally with one spool I'd have to take it out, put a new color in, do a print, take it out. This one obviously has all 4. I can have it as all grey if I wanted, and it would continue just printing after one grey finishes. Now, there are some things about this that I wish were better, which I've seen in some. The auto detect, I think it auto detects what filament it is. Obviously on this it's not that hard just to click PLA, but in the software sometimes you have to go through and choose the high speed PLA and things like that. But I know it's actually on the spool, isn't it? It's not the filament itself, it's the spool that's got the little code. Is it Bamboo that do it? You put the code in and it detects whether it's a fast PLA, whether it's a PGT, what, like, you know what I mean, the colour and everything. That would have been nice to see in this. Whether they've got it or not, I don't know. The second thing that I found an issue with is tangling. Oh my good God. Tangling, I've never had an issue before. Never at ever had an issue when it was on a single spool. Yet because this then extrudes and retracts, it pushes the filament back out and makes it sort of back up itself, and then when it retangles itself, it's like it's looped it somehow, I don't know how, and then it gets tangled. I will say it has detected like the tanglement issues. You can pull out the reel and untangle it, put it back in, and it will sort of feed it through without having to stop the whole print and things like that. So it is good in that sense, but it's the fact that it just makes tangling more prone to do it. You'd think it'd be the opposite. You'd think it would stop the tangling, but it doesn't. So that for me was a huge downfall. For the price and everything, you'd expect this item to have a bit more sort of controlled unit, if that makes sense. I mean, overall, I've had a coloured print. The colours did come out well. The filament came out well. The Ace Pro unit works really well for the drying elements. Holding the 4 different spools as well as a bonus. So I would say it is worth the money on part of it, but then the other half of it really sort of makes you regret doing it, because you think, I'm not going to sit there and waste half of my filament. There's probably more in there than there is actually on the item itself, which to me is ridiculous. Now I know on the unit you can change how much it extrudes while changing colours. I put it down to something like 0.7. It was on like 1.5 at first, and then I found it and changed it down. Even then, it still had colour bleed with a prime tower and extruding around 0.7, 0.8, which for me was quite crazy, because that's quite a lot of filament that it's going to keep wasting every time and still have issues. So just be cautious if you do get this unit. Really make sure that it extrudes it before printing if you're going to be doing a big project that you don't want to have to reprint again. But anyway, somewhat after review of having the Ace Pro unit, I still use it every day. It's still on there now, dries my filament, and I have all 4 different colours. So to me, it's perfect for that situation of, you know, the 4 different colours and drying and everything. But when it comes to multicolour prints, I will not be doing anymore, because they take too long and waste too much. But if you have any questions that you might want me to check out, or, you know, what upgrades I could do to it, please leave them in the comments below as well. And I will try and get back to everyone with the other videos about oiling certain parts of it and how to set up certain bits and whatnot. I've just got a lot going on with other brands, so it's nice to do some sort of passion project and actually go into something different and not sponsored for once. I appreciate everyone that's been liking and subscribing to the channel. It's really nice to see the 3D community coming through, and you know, I appreciate every single one of you and everyone before the 3D community. So let's just keep growing this channel. I'll be doing a lot more 3D stuff. I'll be doing a lot more product stuff, and hopefully in time start doing a bit more vlogging. I've got a couple of events to go to, so I'll be doing them as well. But yeah, there's so much that I want to do with this channel, and just really bring in a community, grow together, if you will, of learning new things, trying new things, and all of that stuff. But anyway, I'll let you get on with your day. I appreciate you. Leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, as always, all the bells and whistles. And other than that, capture, create, captivate, and I'll see you all in the next video.